Hey folks, Stewart here. Looks like we had a his and hers at the, celebration for Steve Parks, and, we had a good time. This would be the his and hers. Mrs. Dude has gotten addicted to, well, let me just go through the roll here. That Firefly sweet tea, which is basically just like a sweetened vodka, and good old lemonade. You basically make yourself what tastes for all the world like, it basically tastes like a sweet tea or like a Chick-fil-A half and half. Man, that stuff is so good. It's so good. Well, Mrs. Dude was feeling absolutely, it's going to be bumping the camera, felt absolutely no pain during the bull roast. But it's neither here nor there. I got to bring Tigger into the picture. And, of course, I got to, crank my camera down. So, basically, just give me 1 second here. Oh, yeah, that's good shit, isn't it? Okay, the point of the video is going to be, it's going to be a cooking video. And I'm going to do something very simple, but I'm going to kick it up, and I'm going to try YouTube's video editor. So I'm going to do it in, a couple of minute swatches. Okay, so first off, what's today's mission? Today's mission, just give me a Tigger, let me get you out the way and get the camera over where I can work what I need to do. Well, it's going to be, that kid thing that, everybody truly enjoys. I've trained myself to do this, and, I kind of like it. I mean, I'll eat cans of stuff right out of the can. Not bad, but needs an accompaniment. So what are we going to do? Well, first off, 2 slices of bread. I know I gotta chase off that flour. I'll do that before I crack up the next video. Or the next segment. Okay, couple slices of bread. Couple slices of American cheese. And yeah, I know that's white American. There's yellow American. There's white American. Don't make a lick of difference. And of course, butter. What are we doing? We're doing a grilled cheese sandwich. Kicked up dude style. So that's gonna be the end of this segment. I'll crank it up on the next. Alright folks, we're back again, and, assembly time. Now, I don't usually put a whole heck of a lot inside these guys, but it's kind of a particular way in which I arrange the cheese. I want to get full coverage as much as possible, so I kind of cross over 2 slices of cheese and just slap the top on it. Now, it's going to be the end of this one, and I'm going to crank up the flame and get that firing thing going there, get that frying pan up to temperature too. Alright, so the frying pan's been up. It's been going on the fire for a while. Let's see if we're up to temperature. That's hot to me! As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to chop the heat just a skosh. Yeah, it's starting to smoke a little bit. It's getting a little too hot. Okay, so heat's off, or heat's way down. And, of course, healthy pat baba. Because if you're going to cook, use something good. Okay, now I like to get it just a little bit brown. I know you have the purists going, "We're burning your bacon." That's flavor, man. That is absolutely flavor. Kick the heat up just a bit. Kind of get that Texas toast thing going on there. Ooh, the sound effects are good. Alright, now, if you guys don't know it, I'm a huge fan of panini. Oh man, I love those things. It's basically kind of like a Foreman grill, and it kind of crushes everything down to make your food just, even better. Well, so much so that, I got a dual-purpose use for my cast iron. Throw that puppy on there, let him sit. Walk away. Just walk away. Let it cook. End of this segment for this side of the sandwich. I can't tell you how good that smells. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to have to eat this sucker. Okay, I just pulled out the frying pan and eyeballed it, so this sucker is good to go. I'm going to fire up the next side now. More butter. Can you ever truly have too much butter? Oh, no. No, you can't. Alright, so, rebuttering our goodie. And get our cooking surface re-buttered, because you can't have too much butter. Flippy. Oh, okay. That's looking entirely a little too damn good for words. Repress our critter. Now, if you don't have something like this, potentially what you could do is, I know cast iron really works because it's such a damn good heat sink. It just really doesn't get that blistering hot. Any pan that will fit inside your frying pan without gouging up the edges. And this is just marginal fit, but it fits nice and tight, so I really, really like it. But any pan that you have, excuse me, not frying pan, but any pan that you have, you want to put some weight on it because these things weigh a lot, man. They call them Widowmakers for a reason, because if you clunk somebody in the head, they're down for the count. So what I would do is take a frying pan or any pan that actually fits inside this one, put some weight on there, and this thing's probably about like, it's about a 5 or 6 pound frying pan, man. This thing does not kid around. It means business. But you want the weight to squish down the sandwich, because what you're doing then is you're trapping heat, and because the pan gets hot, it's just, it's doing that thing, and this is smelling pretty frickin' good. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this segment and see how it looks, and move on from there. Alright, folks, we're back again, and you get those purists that go, oh, you should never cut a grilled cheese sandwich, you should enjoy the edges into the center. Well, you know what? My flippin' sandwich, my flippin' meal, I'm gonna treat it how I want. Oh, the cheese is just rolling out of there. Oh. Okay, now, this is kind of funny, a little history here. You remember when, people used to go on about Oleo margarine? Okay, well, Oleo margarine is just margarine, but you used to get it with a little packet of dye, so you could basically make your margarine look like your butter by giving it a slightly kilter tint. Not quite the same thing. It's the same thing with cheese. They just do something called adding annatto. Annatto is a natural food coloring that, it makes it yellowish and kind of almost cheesy looking, but doesn't taste a whole hell of a lot different. Now, if I was going to do this and I didn't have American cheese, I would kick it up. I would probably go like Gruyere. I would probably go like Munster. I would probably go maybe Swiss. You could put slivers of tomato in there, slivers of bacon in there, slivers of all kinds of goodies in there. But your basic premise is get the outside caramelized Texas toasty and use butter. Margarine just does not have the flavor profile of butter. There's no substitute for it. Absolutely nothing. If you're going to eat this and you want to enjoy this, put the best stuff into it, because it's always going to taste better when you use quality ingredients. If you use crap, your end result, you're going to go, hey man, I cooked it exactly the way they did on the cooking show, and it wasn't so good. Okay, if you use Spam instead of, premium ham, if you use processed food crap as opposed to good cheese, you get what you get. Now, it's just American cheese, so nothing really crazy there. It's just, it's cheese, kind of. Mrs. Dude likes it, so I've always got it on hand. I would have kicked this up with a better cheese, but it's what I had handy. So here, folks, is the Dude grilled cheese sandwich, and make one yourself and team it up with something yummy. Good times here on the Natives Podcast channel. I'm cooking for you guys. Good times.